Have you ever made a decision so bad that even your ancestors probably looked down from heaven and said, "My child, what are you doing?" You know those moments when you're sitting quietly, staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. in the morning, remembering the stupidest thing that you've ever done in your life? That kind of a memory that makes you slap your own forehead and whisper, "Why was I like that?" Well, this is one of those stories. A story about hope, greed, stupidity, and tuition fee that were never meant to enter the dangerous jungle called trading. But before we begin, welcome to Secrets and Confessions World, where every story matters and every story is valued. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell button to get notified each and every time that we drop another video. So guys, the story for today goes as follows. There is one thing you should never play with as a student, and that is your tuition fee. That money is sacred, holy, and untouchable. That money is supposed to move in only one direction, straight to the university. But unfortunately, I learned this lesson the hard way. Let me take you through the beautiful disaster that was my series of bad decisions. So one random day, a friend of mine introduced me to trading. You know how it is. You know how it starts. They don't show you the losses first. Oh no, they show you the sweet part, the money, the sugar, the screenshots. Bro, look, I just made $50 in one trade. And you sitting there thinking, so money just grows in my phone like vegetables in a garden, huh? Alright, let's do this. He helped me open a demo account, and suddenly I was a professional trader. Well, in my own imagination. The demo account. The most dangerous place for a beginner. Why? Because in demo trading, you can feel anything. You can't feel any pain. You can lose $10,000 fake money and laugh. You can risk everything and sleep peacefully at night. So there I was, winning trades left and right. Green candles everywhere. I started walking with confidence. My shoulders changed position. My phone was now my office. In my mind, I was already planning my future. Soon I will buy a car. Soon I will pay my parents back. Soon people will call me boss. Meanwhile, the market was watching me like a lion watching a goat. Months passed. Then one day, something happened. The same friend who introduced me to trading hit a jackpot. Boom! He got paid big. He showed us the proof, the screenshot, the withdrawal confirmation. My brother, the numbers were beautiful. My eyes widened like someone who just saw heaven open. And that's when envy quietly knocked on the door. Covetousness didn't knock. It kicked the door open and sat down on my couch. I started thinking, why not me? If he can do it, I can do it. What I didn't see were the sleepless nights he spent losing money, the stress, the bad trades, the learning curve. All I saw was the result. And then fate decided to taste my intelligence. Around the same time, my parents sent me the full tuition fee, the wholesome amount, clean money, blessed money, responsible money. The moment the money entered my account, stupidity also arrived. My brain started negotiating with itself. What if I just trade with a little bit? I would double it quickly and still pay the fees. Actually, I might even triple it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment where wisdom left the room. I entered the trading app like a man entering a casino with confidence. First trade, loss. Second trade, loss. I said, relax. The market is just warming up. Third trade, another loss. Now panic started whispering in my ear. Instead of stopping, I increased the lot size. What? Because you know, the famous last words of every trader, the next trade will recover everything. My brother, I did not recover anything. It destroyed everything. Before I knew it, the sacred tuition fee had disappeared faster than free food in a hostel kitchen. Gone, finished, evaporated. And at that moment, I stared at my phone for a while. I even refreshed the balance as if the money was gonna magically return. Nothing. Silence. That's when reality slapped me. Now the semester had started and I had not paid my tuition fee. For the rest of the semester, my life became a movie called Hide and Seek and University Edition. Every time I saw the finance office, my heart would beat like a drum. Whenever an unknown number called, I thought, this is the school calling about the fees. I'm cooked, yo. Whenever my parents called, I spoke like a man hiding a national secret. Hello, mom. How are you? Hello, my son. Is everything fine at school? Yes, mom, it's fine. Everything is perfectly fine. Meanwhile, my soul was sweating. I spent entire semester trying to gather the money piece by piece. Small hustles, small help from my friends, small miracles. Paying the fees in bits and pieces like someone feeding a hungry giant one grain of rice at a time. My peace disappeared. Sleep ran away. Paranoia became my roommate. Every day I was scared that my parents would somehow discover the truth. My brother, it was not a nice place to be. That experience taught me a lesson that I will never forget. There are some types of money you do not gamble with. Tuition money, rent money, food money. Those are sacred funds right there. I suffered the consequences of my decisions. Anxiety, stress, and the heavy weight of regret. But sometimes life teaches the best lesson through the most embarrassing mistakes. And today I can proudly say, I learned my lesson. Never ever touch this sacred money, please. And that, my friends, is the confession for today. A story of temptation, poor decisions, and the expensive price of learning wisdom. If you're a student listening to this, let this story save you from the disaster that befall this man. Some shortcuts look like opportunities, but they are actually traps wearing expensive clothes. Thank you so much, guys, for listening from the beginning until the end. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And thank you to everyone who continues to send in their stories. Remember, here in Secrets and Confessions world, no story is too small, no mistake is too shameful, and every voice deserves to be heard. Until next time, stay safe, stay wise, and please pay your tuition fee first before you do trading.